What has she done for you to internalize that? Except remind you that she could take your man if she wanted to. Except remind you that she looks better than you. Except set us back from a mold that we're actively trying to break. So I want to say that every woman in today's society, any woman that is receptive to a man courting her, could learn and take heed from some of Megan Thee Stallion's music. I think that Megan Thee Stallion does teach women that men can disappoint and can't always be trusted, even all the way down to her and Klay's, split. But y'all are doing entirely too much when it comes to Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson splitting up. Like, for the life of me, I can't understand why y'all are campaigning so hard for a woman that has kind of done nothing for you. Talking about cheating on your possibly good man in the name of Megan Thee Stallion.
And I hope you niggas know y'all paying for what Klay did to Megan. I hope y'all niggas know y'all is paying for what Klay did to Megan. Y'all can call my bitch whatever. Y'all call her a liar. Y'all call her when my bitch dropped that album and she dropped that first song, I will be front and center. When
shifted in the cosmos for y'all to turn around and be like, oh yeah, I'ma mess up a good thing in the name of Megan Thee Stallion. Mind you, this is the same woman that holds it above your head that she's better than you. Now, do I agree with kicking Megan Thee Stallion while she's down? Absolutely not. And I see a lot of women doing it in comment sections, and I honestly think it's out of jealousy. However, I'm coming from a place of, this doesn't make any sense. I don't know what's going on. And y'all are turning into the barbs. And y'all are not turning into the barbs because you're like, oh, I'm just defending her. No, you're turning into the barbs to your own detriment. And for the life of me, this parasocialness is dangerous. For the life of me, I don't understand what's going on here. I don't understand what's going on here. It's not like Megan Thee Stallion hasn't been cheated on before. I mean, she was very open about being cheated on by partisan. And it wasn't as big. That story wasn't as big as this one. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what shifted in the cosmos, bitch. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's like some weird racial thing going on where people's fascination with light-skinned dudes is like I don't know, influencing. You would have thought Jay-Z and Beyonce was breaking up. No, it's just Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson. And y'all are shocked. And I'm just like, y'all forget that this is an athlete, right? What happened to girl code? We don't fuck with athletes, and we don't fuck with rappers. Hello? I just don't understand. I think that Megan Thee Stallion and what she stands for in her persona, I think that it sets back the diaspora of women. That she stands for empowerment and sexual liberation. However, but I don't think that argument is valid in this sort of sense. Because for as long as you want a man to court you, for as long as you're wanting a spouse, for as long as you're wanting to find your soulmate, and we know how men get down. We know how men think. The objectification, the sexualization, the fetishization is not going anywhere anytime soon. So we know this. We know how men think, right? And so for that reason, we kind of have to be strategic and play the game in how, we deal with these men. And for as long as you want a soulmate, for as long as you want a spouse of the opposite sex, you can't make that argument. Because then we start moving into the conversation of, okay, so do you really not want a man? For as long as pick-me's exist, we can't make that argument, right? Megan Thee Stallion kind of enables objectification and fetishization, and that kind of sets us back. We're actively trying to break that mold of women are not objects. Women are not objects. And Megan Thee Stallion kind of relishes in that way of thinking, in that way of society, in that dark side of society. And Megan Thee Stallion can do that, right? She can do that. She can be sexy and good looking and empowering in all of her glory. However, y'all are doing entirely too much to your own detriment. Out of all people, why can't we campaign this hard for, I don't know, a Gabby Sidibe or that tennis player that y'all were about her hair, Simone Biles? Why can't we campaign this hard for Grace Jones? It's like, it's weird. And I think pretty privilege has a lot to do with why y'all feel so connected to the story. The connection, your guys' need to live vicariously through this woman, it's concerning. And I don't know what shifted, bitch. I don't know what shifted in the sky, but it's getting weird. And why would you mess up a good thing with your partner that possibly might not even be cheating on you in the name of Megan Thee Stallion? Mind you, this is a woman that's done nothing for you except be in your pockets. These celebrities are not out of touch. These celebrities know that the world is hanging on by a thread, bitch. The economy was not the same as it was, but they're still in your pockets. If anything, Megan Thee Stallion has done harm than good to the diaspora of women. And yes, her music has a good message, but you need the emotional intelligence and regulation to take from it what you need to and leave the rest. And judging based off of how the shade room is posting y'all bitches that are just loud and wrong about encouraging women to cheat on their spouses in the name, and men have to pay for what Klay Thompson did, I don't trust that any of you bitches have the emotional regulation and capacity to look at Megan Thee Stallion's music from that perspective. Y'all are just on camera loud and wrong, and it's getting to a point where the shade room posting y'all are I lose faith in humanity by the millisecond. I'm getting to a point where it's like women are no longer becoming a safe space for anybody. Women are no longer becoming a safe space for anybody. See, I thought that just most men were weirdos, but now it's getting to a point where I'm realizing, oh, women are weirdos too, and they showing their stripes. Again, I don't know what shifted in the cosmos, but I'm concerned. I am concerned. And we're not as gone as the male diaspora is, but it's getting to a point where it's getting a little concerning. And I'm gonna sit this one out, y'all, because it's just ridiculous. And it makes no sense. It makes no sense that y'all are turning into the barbs. The hotties are turning into the barbs to their own detriment. I can have sympathy for Megan from afar because a lot of women get cheated on, right? It's nothing new. I'm gonna have sympathy for her from afar, but I'm not going to internalize that, and I'm not going to take that in because that's not my fight. What has she done for me to cause me to take on something like that? And I encourage y'all to think the same way. What has she done for you to internalize that? Except remind you that she could take your man if she wanted to. Except remind you that she looks better than you. Except set us back from a mold that we're actively trying to break when it comes to opposite sex. Think about that.